reduce the risk of radon gas in your home. For more information on either of these programs, contact your Boyle County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Thank you.
Do you know about Boyle County Preschool?
Make plans now to enroll your 3 or 4-year-old child in Boyle County Preschool. Our program focuses on pre-kindergarten skills, social and emotional awareness, gross motor activities, along with speech, language, and motor development. Eligible children will attend for free. We also have tuition spots available. Call me today at 859-236-6634 to make a screening appointment.
We love Boyle County Preschool.
236-6634 to make a screening appointment.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Ephraim McDowell's kickoff event for the 6-week Get Moving Challenge is this Sunday. Ephraim McDowell Wellness Center is again collaborating with local businesses to challenge residents with their free 6-week Get Moving Challenge. To participate, all you need to do is track your minutes of physical activity and submit them each week of this 6-week challenge. Prizes are drawn weekly and grand prizes at the end. Registration forms are available at the Wellness Center and their website, McDowellWellness.com. The kickoff event is Sunday at Millennium Park. And Bulky Waste Pickup Week continues in Danville and Perryville. This week, Republic Services will pick up bulk waste that's too large to fit in your standard residential container. Accepted items are things like common household goods like furniture, appliances, electronics, and brush. Items not accepted include oversized, hazardous, or other items outside the program guidelines like tires, car parts, pianos, or pool tables. Put the items on the curb on your regular scheduled trash pickup day this week. Perryville's bulk item pickup day is happening today. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community. Immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at the Little Sign Shop. Under new owners and operators, they offer all types of quality signs at affordable prices. Many signs available within 24 hours. Located in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet, 859-238-7391. Increasing clouds, a high today, 71. Good day for high school baseball. As Danville is at Garrett County tonight on Z105. Sunny tomorrow, 68. Sunny Thursday, 68. It's 7:37 in the morning, and we are looking at 41 degrees right here. Garrett County's got some players now, Jay. Danville does as well, but you look at Garrett County, and they got Merrick Graham. That kid can pitch now. Young Merrick can.
They're pretty good this year. They're doing good.
Yes, good stuff. So it should be a fun one tonight there in Lancaster, Danville, and Garrett County. Jay, I'm spending my morning. My dad came in here about 20 minutes ago and dropped me off breakfast.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He actually brought me a Hardee's Country Fried Steak Biscuit and a side of like their tater tots. You ever had the Hardee's Country Fried Steak Biscuit before, Jay?
I have not, but that sounds really good this morning.
First of all, Hardee's biscuits are like the best of the best.
Oh, they are.
They're
Yeah,
always
really good.
super soft and warm, right? And so they put this Country Fried Steak like patty on there. And what you need to do, Jay, is if you're a fan of white pepper gravy, they have this white pepper country gravy that you can get on the side, and you can dip your sandwich in it. I think you have to order the gravy extra. It doesn't come with it, but it's worth every penny you pay for it, Jay.
Well, did you put mustard on this one?
No, I'm not putting mustard in the Country Fried Steak. I'm just eating it plain today.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go, Jay Hetmansberger with the County Agent's Corner. Brought to you by Hardee's and Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Here's Jay Hetmansberger.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the County Agent's Corner. This program is brought to you each weekday at this time as a service of the Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer County UK Agriculture Extension Agents. I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. And this morning's topic is purchasing healthy vegetable seedlings. The vegetable growing season is upon us, and garden centers are beginning to sell transplants for homeowners. Commercial nurseries and growers are also gearing up for transplanting. Tomatoes have always been a popular vegetable crop for both home gardeners and commercial growers in Kentucky. And transplant-borne diseases such as bacterial spot, bacterial canker, and recently late blight have caused serious losses in some years. Late blight is an extremely important and damaging disease of tomatoes and potatoes and occurs wherever these crops are grown. And until recently, late blight was considered a minor problem in Kentucky. However, a severe outbreak in July of 2009 caused heavy losses to home gardeners and commercial producers. Although the source of this outbreak was never determined, introduction on infected transplants was suspected. Then in May of 2010, late blight was confirmed on tomato plants being sold by a number of retail garden centers in central and northern Kentucky. And here are some tips for buying some healthy tomato seedlings. If possible, purchase plants grown locally from seed and not plugs brought in from out of state. And look carefully at all plants on display for the characteristic symptoms and signs of late blight. If you suspect these plants are infected by late blight, alert your local cooperative extension service. And as an added measure of safety, consider holding purchased plants in an isolated area for a week before transplanting them in the garden or field. Water the plants as needed and watch for the appearance of symptoms of late blight or other diseases. And plants that appear healthy after this period will likely be safe to plant. And that's today's County Agent's Corner. It's been my pleasure to be your host. I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. Hope you have a nice day and a profitable year down on the farm.
There you go, Jay Hetmansberger, County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Jay, before you go, I've got some random facts that you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Jay, are you ready?
Well, we probably don't know, but let us know.
Let's do it. All right. Fact number one, Jay. I can't believe this is even true. 4% of people have never had a headache. You talk about a lucky group of 4% of people.
About a lucky group. It's a really small group, but
I'm not even saying migraines, right? Migraine. That's not. I'm
right,
just like
a normal headache.
It's like a basic headache, like, ow, I haven't had enough water, or the weather is changing, or I'm sleepy, didn't get enough sleep, or anything like that. They've never had a headache before.
4%, yeah.
Number two, Perrier is naturally carbonated, but the carbon dioxide that makes the bubbles is removed when it's purified, so then they add carbonation back in artificially. It has,
that doesn't make sense.
No,
they take it out and they put it back in.
It has natural carbonation, but we got to have everything, Jay, artificially put in things. So
we've got to have it artificially made.
He wants it natural. Come on. Number 3, Jameson sells more Irish whiskey in the United States than every other brand combined. Bushmills is second, but Jameson outsells them, Jay, by a whopping 1,300% more.
Wow.
Yeah. And number 4, Jay, your body contains about 0.2 of a milligram of gold. Jay, how much do you think 0.2 of a milligram of gold is worth?
Well, it's probably worth several $100s.
You are absolutely incorrect, Jay. It's worth about 1 penny.
1 penny. Oh.
That doesn't make sense. That 0.2 of 1 milligram of gold is only worth 1 cent. But this is what the random facts say, and by golly, I'm believing the random facts.
There you go. You got to believe that.
Got to believe it. Jay Hetmansberger and the County Agent's Corner. Jay, appreciate you being on here this morning.
All right. Talk to you in the morning.
See you, Jay. That's Jay Hetmansberger giving us an update from the Garrett County Extension Office. Coming up next, Danville City Commissioner, Mayor Pro Tem, Jenny Holland. Right around the corner on The Joe Show.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Lease and save at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Lease a new 24 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 for only $199 per month for 24 months. $58.79 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 10,000 miles per year. Stock M24173. Must be a current leasee. Bob Allen Chevrolet on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. Together, let's drive.
The Garrett County Art Council proudly presents the Blue Jean Gala, Jeans and Jazz, a spectacular evening at Lockridge Park's new event barn, the Rick House. Saturday, April 27th, a fun way you can help support the arts with their annual Jeans and Jazz, a Blue Jean Gala, catered by Dunn's Barbecue and Catering, and held at the new Lockridge Park event barn, the Rick House. For more information, visit the Garrett County Arts Council. Spots filling fast. I'll see you there with all that jazz and my blue jeans on.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky men's basketball coach Mark Pope has officially added one more person to his staff. Former G League Ignite coach Jason Hart will be one of the 3 UK assistants that handle recruiting. Hart was a point guard in college at Syracuse who went on to play in the NBA. Hart joins Cody Feger on Pope's first staff for the Wildcats. Former Georgia head coach Mark Fox is expected to come on board later this week. Kentucky baseball remains 7th in this week's Baseball America Top 25. The top 3 are the same. Texas A&M number 1, followed by Arkansas and Tennessee. 7 SEC schools are still in the top 25. Again, UK is 7th, Vanderbilt 9th, Alabama 20th, and South Carolina 22nd. Hometown Radio has high school baseball on the air this evening as Garrett County entertains Danville. First pitch is at 6 o'clock for the Admirals at the Golden Lions on Z105 and streaming at hometownlive.net. High school baseball scores from Monday: Greene County 5, Boyle County 3, East Jessamine 5, West Jessamine 2, and Frankfort Christian 4, Bergen 3. In fast-pitch softball, Danville Christian shut out Berea 10-0 in 5 innings. In Major League Baseball, Philadelphia blanked Cincinnati 7-0 last night for their 7th win in a row. Phillies' Ranger Suarez allowed 2 hits over 7 innings, extending his scoreless streak to 25 innings. Former Boyle County kicker Jackson Smith has entered the transfer portal at Kentucky. Smith was with the Wildcats 2 years and has 3 years of eligibility left. And former Danville alum Mike Pittman has been named the interim athletic director at Danville High School. Pittman replaces Tom Brown, who left the same position earlier this month. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, Why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hi, my name is Carol, and I'm a student at the University of Kentucky College of Nursing. You can prevent a tragedy on the farm. Make sure your children have a safe play area that's fenced in or at least separated from traffic and work areas. Make it free of dangerous debris and give them room to run and explore. Play equipment should be age appropriate and supervised. Although parents cannot completely kid-proof a farm, it is important to make it as safe as possible.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at O'Charlie's, where their Free Pie Wednesday is coming back tomorrow, because tomorrow's Wednesday. Isn't that great? Each an oatmeal entree, you get a free slice of pie, and every day your meal comes with a warm, buttery roll. So roll into O'Charlie's in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Increasing clouds, 71 degrees is your high today. A low tonight of 53. Good day for high school baseball today and tomorrow. Sunny and 70 tomorrow. On Thursday, sunny and 70. Right now, 7:51 in the morning, so we've had Hardee's for breakfast, and now we're talking about Free Pie Wednesday tomorrow at O'Charlie's. We're getting our good fill-in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now we got Jenny Holland on here, Danville City Commissioner, who's coming on here to talk. Jenny, what's your favorite type of pie?
Oh, wow. I'm not a pie person, Joe.
You're not? Okay. Cake?
No, I have food allergies.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite? Do you, ice cream?
Ice cream.
All right, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Ice cream, strawberry. Yes.
Just like plain strawberry.
Yep, strawberry.
I do like strawberries. To me, out of strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, which are like the three base flavors, right? Those are the three most common flavors. Amongst those power rankings, strawberry is first, vanilla is second. Now, I'm okay with flip-flopping because with vanilla, there's a little more variety, right? You can add candy to it, and it doesn't seem weird like adding Reese Cups to vanilla like it would strawberry.
Yeah.
But I'm not a real big chocolate ice cream guy, and I've got the reason behind it being after you eat chocolate ice cream, you don't feel refreshed. You feel like you have to have a drink of water because you're thirsty. Strawberry and vanilla doesn't necessarily do that to you. So amongst the top most common ice cream flavors, chocolate is at the bottom of the power rankings.
I'm shocked. I think us ladies like chocolate, Joe.
That's fine. You all can have all the chocolate
like
you
the
want.
Chocolate.
Give me vanilla, and I'll add some chocolate syrup on top of it. I'll crush some Oreos in it. I'll put some Reese Cups in it, and I'll have a ball.
Well, after the meeting, I went to Baskin-Robbins, and I got the
really?
new orange cream marigold, and they said there was real marigolds in it.
Isn't that a flower?
Yes, yes.
They put real marigolds in the Baskin-Robbins ice cream.
They said that.
So is this like a ice cream flavor or milkshake flavor?
It's a flavor.
Okay.
It's a flavor. Yep,
right.
yep.
You
There's
like
edible flowers. Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
It was good. So
there you go. So the Orange Dream Marigold. I mean, we've gone from Hardee's to O'Charlie's to Baskin-Robbins, and a shout out to the Orange Dream Marigold. You didn't have the city commission meeting yesterday, Jenny. You said it was like a record short agenda you all had. Only 10 items on the agenda.
yes, only 10 items, still an hour and 10 minutes. But the reason is, Joe, this is our time for budgeting.
Okay.
So on last Thursday, we heard from every department, and these are open to the public also.
Okay.
Every Thursday at 8:30. okay? And you can see everything. It's open to what the city does through the budget process. So we meet about 2-3 months every Thursday. Last Thursday, it was about 6 hours.
Wow.
Through lunch, yeah, long meeting, but each department does a really good presentation and looks in detail at their budget.
Great.
So that's almost one of the reasons why yesterday's was shorter, because we already had heard from the department. So, yeah, join us. Let's see. This is Safe Digging Month. So Atmos was there with Mr. Jimmy, and we read that and talked about how you should call 811 before you dig.
Yes.
Yep. So everybody knows that. And we did it recently because we took a big tree down in our yard that was splitting into 4 pieces.
Okay.
About to fall on the house. So
you had to 811 it, make sure there's no lines underneath before you got to work.
Right. The roots can really get into things.
Yeah,
so, yep. The Bunny Davis does have their day camp. And we worked out a deal with the school system for a bus, because now we have a gym at Jenny Rogers and we have a pool at the Bunny.
Yes.
So it's the best of
Awesome.
both worlds.
I was an employee of Bunny Davis in Parks and Rec for about 3 years when I was in college, and I worked the summer day camp. Now, keep in mind, this is when the summer day camp was first starting, right? So John Drake was the director. We were just starting this day camp up. And we had, for us, a good day was 20 kids. You had 20 to 25. It was like, wow, what are we going to do with all these kids? You know, like, luckily we have the pool. They got life jackets. They can swim. And it was a lot of fun. What do you know what the number is they're averaging now?
It was 50, 60,
Yeah.
but they actually have to limit it.
You have to put a cap on it at this
you
point.
have to put a cap, but with the expansion, they added extra 20 spots, I believe.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's up there. It's under 100, but there's a lot of kids.
So just to show you how much it's grown in the last, 15 years or so, it's 3 times the size of what it was when I was working there, and it just started up. And that's a great thing. Affordable day camp. Kids eat lunch there, right?
Yes.
Lunch. It's one of those designated lunch stops for kids. So it's a great deal for parents to be able to send their kids to this, and they eat lunch while they're there. Awesome stuff.
Breakfast and lunch. We loved it with both our kids. They came home tired.
Yes. Oh, you're out playing all day, running in the sun and swimming. You are knocked out. You're catching the Z's when you get home.
The only negative, you got to watch that sunscreen.
Yes.
They're in charge of putting their sunscreen on.
That's right.
So we also heard, Joe, from the Kinder Morgan gas pipeline company, where we have Chick-fil-A blocked, and they are still giving updates every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Still going to reopen sometime in May.
Okay.
Right now they're putting more soil down and doing a lot of tests, making sure it's safe. So
great.
We always appreciate hearing from them.
Awesome stuff. So, anything else, Jenny?
Mind-altering,
or?
No, nothing from the meeting, and the farmers market starting on Saturday.
Yep.
And I saw a picture, Joe, of strawberries.
Yes, they're coming.
So I work Saturday, but I bet I could swing by the farmers market before work.
Yeah. The great thing about strawberries, we planted some like 3 years ago. And even in the midst of our house burning down in the backyard, the strawberries still grew. And so, like, here I am going to our raised bed. I still had to mow the yard when the house was burnt there. And here's strawberries. And every week I was there, I was picking more strawberries. In the midst of a burnt house, life can still produce,
Wow.
Like, we're still having strawberries grow. And I can see them in the raised bed again. The flowers of the strawberries, they're flowering right now. So we'll be having strawberries soon in our house as well.
And you have a new house there
Yes.
and new strawberries again.
And new strawberries, yes.
So everyone, including your family, has survived and thrived.
Yes, we love it. Good stuff. Jenny, people have any questions for you, Danville City Commissioners or Mayor Atkins? How can they get in touch with you all?
Yes, all of the commission, 238-1200. You can call. We each have a mailbox there, or we all have a email, first initial, last name, at danvilleky.gov. Like mine's J. Holland at danvilleky.gov, and that goes for all the commissioners and mayor.
There you go. Jenny Holland, Danville City Commissioner. Jenny, appreciate you being on. You have a good, fun, and a safe rest of this week, today and rest of this week as well. We'll talk to you again in a couple of weeks, okay?
Thank you, Joe.
Bye. That's Jenny Holland, Danville Danville City Commissioner and our Mayor Pro Tem, who joins us Tuesdays following the Danville City Commission meeting on Mondays, which are the second and fourth Mondays, which is usually every other week. But because there are 5 Tuesdays in April, we will not talk in 2 weeks because that would be the first Tuesday in May. So it'll be 3 weeks when we talk again. For the next Danville City Commission meeting. 7:58 in the morning, 41 degrees. Hey, we're 2 minutes away from top hour news. We're back in 60 seconds to wrap up this 7 o'clock hour on the Joe Show, 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Did you know a typical adult has about 100,000 miles of blood vessels throughout their body? Fortunately, you don't have to go that far to get world-class heart and vascular care. With specialists in diagnosing and treating cardiovascular disease right here in Danville at CHI St. Joseph Health. Whether you're in need of heart attack care or minimally invasive treatments for vascular diseases, you can get the state-of-the-art heart and vascular care you need close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 859-313-2968.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
All right, 8 o'clock in the morning, top hour news coming your way on the Joe Show. We have split this show in half. We got Colleen from the library coming up. We have James the gardener. We have Dusty. We have Ann Yeager from Stith Funeral Home. We got a lot to do over the next 2 hours on a beautiful start to this Tuesday morning. Clear skies and sunshine. It's 8 a.m.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Former President Trump's criminal hush money trial resumes this morning in New York City. Former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker is expected to take the stand again today. Trump is accused of covering up hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels, aimed at keeping her quiet about an extramarital affair. President Trump says his criminal case boils down to a legal expense and is only meant to keep him off the campaign trail. Jim Messina, a former Obama campaign manager, says a candidate's lengthy absence from the campaign trail takes its toll.
The one thing you can't go get more of in a campaign is time. You can go get more money, you can get a new message, you can do lots of things, but you cannot go get more time.
The judge in Trump's case will decide today if he has violated his gag order, barring him from criticizing anyone connected to the case. Prosecutors want the former president fined $3,000. The Senate is expected to pass a $95 billion aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan this week. Senate leaders are aiming to quickly pass the legislation that cleared the House on Saturday. It includes more than $60 billion of aid for Ukraine and $26 billion for Israel. Senator Ted Cruz says there are parts of the bill that appeal to him.
I think it is important that we provide that Israel military aid. The Democrats have delayed that 7 months now.
And the Texas Republican loves a provision that deals with a social media site TikTok. They must divest from their Chinese ownership or face a ban. There have been growing security concerns from both parties linked to the Chinese Communist Party. And tensions remain high as protesters on a growing number of college campuses continue to call attention to the crisis in the Middle East. Classes at Columbia University were held virtually yesterday. And stock futures are edging higher as earnings season ramps up. Michael Kastner, NBC Radio.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Paid with funds to the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Come and see all the good times that await you throughout Kentucky.
Dive in and discover the houseboating capital of the world. Get nose to nose with some of the most magnificent and friendly horses anywhere. Experience all the smells, sounds, and traditions of a bourbon distillery tour. Put your hands together while listening to authentic and legendary bluegrass music, and so much more. Go to KentuckyTourism.com and plan your fantastic getaway. Kentucky, come see for yourself.
Worldwide approval of American leadership remains flat, while a European country remains at the top of the latest survey. Rory O'Neill reports.
Based on surveys in more than 130 countries, the approval rating of U.S. leadership is at 41%, according to Gallup. It was at 45% during President Biden's first year in office, similar to numbers under President Obama. Global approval was closer to 30% under President Trump. Germany tops the Gallup poll for the 7th year in a row, with China and Russia far behind. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Women who are hospitalized are less likely to die if they're treated by female doctors. More from Tammy Trujillo.
That's according to a new study that also found they were less likely to be readmitted to the hospital. The study was published Monday in the journal Annals of Internal Medicine. It found that among women 65 and older, 8.15% who were treated by women died within 30 days, compared with 8.38% treated by males. Getting rid of that gap could save 5,000 lives a year. There's no clear reason for the gap in this study, but other studies suggest it could be attributed to miscommunication and bias.
Eminem is celebrating his 16th straight year of being sober. More from Lisa Taylor.
On Saturday, the Detroit rapper took to Instagram to talk about the milestone. He posted a photo showing his new silver Alcoholics Anonymous coin in the palm of his hand. The 16 coin means Eminem hasn't touched a drop of alcohol or any other type of drug in 16 years. Friends and fans alike left supportive comments on the image. The post comes years after the Shady Records co-founder confronted his addiction to Vicodin, Valium, Ambien, and prescription drugs. Eminem was hospitalized in 2007 after nearly dying from an overdose on methadone.
Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Radio Rick.
Guess what? It's time for Lee's famous recipe, lunch in the office again. Get up to 20 two-piece chicken dinners and tea. That's over $160 value. Absolutely free.
How does someone get these 20 two-piece chicken dinners, Rick?
They email us at radio@hometownlive.net or mail it 2063 Shakertown Road, Danville 40422. Why they deserve free lunch in the office. We'll draw the winner on Wednesday. We deliver on Thursday.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It is the 23rd day of April, 042324 on your calendar. It's a sunny day. Low 70s is your high. Forecast is coming your way. News comes up here right now. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville police arrested 2 people after a traffic stop resulted in a drug bust. It happened on Sunday around 11:10 in the evening when Danville police pulled a silver Toyota Tundra over on an equipment violation. During that stop, officers had reason to believe the vehicle contained narcotics. The driver, 48-year-old Chris Stewart, and 23-year-old Kieran Little, the passenger, both exited the vehicle, and that's when Little tried to take off on foot. Little was quickly apprehended after officers deployed their taser. The ensuing search of the vehicle turned up suspected heroin, cocaine, and marijuana, as well as $9,000 in cash. When officers tried to arrest Stewart, he became combative and attempted to kick police when they were trying to put him in the vehicle. Both Stewart and Little were hit with multiple charges and were lodged in the Boyle County Jail. A grant will help support mental health and substance abuse assemblies in local middle and high schools. The Ephraim McDowell Healthcare Foundation granted Ephraim's Community Service Department a $40,000 grant to host assemblies in local schools focused on substance abuse and mental health. Those two items are ranked as the top 2 health needs in this 6-county region. The mental health program is called Rachel's Challenge and focuses on addressing school violence, bullying, prejudice, and self-harm. Meanwhile, the substance abuse program is called Steered Straight, which takes a unique approach by teaching the realities of drug abuse and challenges students to devise their own prevention strategies. The programs will be made available to the 6-county area and the roughly 5,000 students that attend the area middle and high schools. More jobs are coming to the area, this time in Marion County. It was announced yesterday that EPC Columbia, an industry-leading plastic injection molding company, will be expanding the company's manufacturing operation there in Lebanon. That expansion will be a $3.6 million expansion, creating 21 full-time jobs. The expansion project will see the company add 40,000 square feet to its Marion County location, giving it nearly 300,000 square feet when it's all said and done. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
This is how we doing it with this Chrysler of Lawrenceburg. In 2024, they are making deals real. With their educated personal staff, they make shopping fun and buying easy.
Do you want a newer vehicle? Want a truck for under $25,000? Need your vehicle service? Needing a place that's going to treat you right? Well, Withers is the way. Check them out, Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is one place I will not pass on deals with wheels for the 2024.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. They're your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris. They'll give you a free quote. 236-6686. Increasing clouds. A high today, 71. A low tonight of 53. Sunshine tomorrow and 68. Sunshine Thursday and 68. Right now it is 8:10 in the morning, and we are looking at 43 degrees here in Danville. We welcome onto the show Colleen from the Boyle County Public Library. Good morning, Colleen. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing great. Appreciate you calling in here this morning, Colleen, letting us know what's going on at the library. Give us the deets for this week.
Okay, I will. Today we have a photography program called Photography in Focus for, it's basically pitched at adults, but I think if there was a teen with interest in photography, they could come to local photographer Robin Estes, and she's going to give tips on how to take good photographs.
Okay.
On Thursday, we have YA Gaming and Pizza Party at 4 p.m. and Crochet Club at 6 p.m. and all fiber arts are welcome. So if you have a project you're working on, you can come. That's at 6 p.m. in the reading room.
Great.
Then on Monday, we have, I think, what's maybe one of the last Healthy Choices program at 1 p.m. That's been our program we did in cooperation with the Extension Agency, and they are teaching cooking skills and stretching your cooking budget. On May 1st, and I'm going to go into May because our programming will taper down for May and then gear up for June, so we have some special events coming up in May. So on May 1st is the blood drive, as we usually have at 10:30 to 5 on Wednesday. On May 2nd, Brandon Long is having an art exhibit in the gallery next month for the whole month of May, and the opening reception is at 6:30 on the 2nd.
Okay, great.
And then we have an author signing, a local author, Lenormie Manuel. She wrote a book called The Price of Bread and Shoes, and it's a historical fiction book based on the lives of women in West Virginia coal camps. and that will be on May 16th from 6 to 7 p.m. And then we have our first silent book club starting on May 25th. It's a Saturday in the reading room from 11 to 1, and it's a community of book lovers who come together and read together quietly, and there will be coffee.
Yes.
So those are some of the things coming up.
Love it. Good stuff. Boyle County Public Library is the place, and we love it. Colleen, appreciate you being on and calling in. People have any questions for you, Colleen. How can they get in touch with you all?
They can call us at 238-READ, which is 238-7323, or they can find us on our webpage, which is boylepublib.org, and we're also on Facebook and Instagram.
Great. I know you all yesterday had the document shredding event.
We did.
How did that go for you all?
I think it went well.
Good.
That was in cooperation with First National Bank or Farmers, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And it's always a big success. To be honest, I wasn't able to get out there. I was in a meeting, so
That's fine.
I'm assuming it went well, but I don't know for sure.
Yes, that was the Earth Day shredding event, taking care of your documents, those extra papers you have around the house that you don't need anymore, and being able to safely and securely shred those. That was yesterday. There at the Boyle County Public Library, and was free. So make sure you follow the library Facebook page. I mean, they're constantly posting on there what's going on, what events are free, what's happening, what time, things like that. So good stuff. Colleen, appreciate you being on.
Thank you. And if someone missed the shredding event, the bank is kind enough to do that every year. So next year at Earth Day, you can start piling up your stuff for next year.
Start saving those papers for next Earth Day.
That's right.
Yeah, good job. Colleen, appreciate it. We'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay, have a good day.
Bye. That's Colleen with the Boyle County Public Library at 8:14 in the morning. Phone number to call in, 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. There's a rumor going around that former President Trump has been passing gas in court during his hush money trial. Like, that's a legit rumor going around. And he apparently has not been taking his Trumpo-Bismol.
Hi, folks. It's your favorite president, Donald Trump. And do you have a gas problem? Well, I don't, but if I did, frankly, I'd use Trumpo-Bismol. It's my tremendous anti-gas formula that keeps you from letting them rip in the courtroom or wherever you are. Again, I wouldn't know because I never do that. Just listen to this Trumpo-Bismol user.
I occasionally have issues with...
That wasn't me. It definitely wasn't me.
Well, it wasn't me.
It had to have been you because it's just you and I here. You had a tremendous toot and you know it. Just admit it. That was you too. Wow, you sure do have a problem with gas. That I can tell you. You again.
Stop it.
So if you have a gas problem, which I definitely don't, try new Trumpo-Bismol, making the smell of the air around you great again.
All right, let's see what's
that was her again.
Going on in the world of sports. In the NBA tonight, 3 games on the schedule as the first round of the NBA playoffs rolls on. You have the Suns at the T-Wolves at 7:30, Pacers at Bucks at 8:30, Mavericks at Clippers at 10 o'clock. Minnesota leads their series 1-0. Milwaukee leads their series 1-0. The Clippers lead their series 1-0. NHL playoffs resume tonight as well. 4 games in the docket. The Capitals at the Rangers at 7. Lightning at Panthers at 7:30, Avalanche at Jets 9:30, Predators at Canucks at 10 o'clock in the evening. In this year's anonymous player poll, The Athletic managed to get 142 NBA players to respond to their questions. That's about 1/3 of the league, willing to let it all out under the cloak of anonymity. With that, here is what the players had to say. The MVP, Nikola Jokic. He's unstoppable. He's changed the game. He affects the game in ways people can't understand. The best defender, Victor Wembanyama. He makes it so hard to finish at the rim. He forces players to change their shots and affects everything in the paint. Who would you sign first if you're building a roster from scratch? Victor Wembanyama is the answer. According to most of these players, you can have him for 20 years. He could be a truly great player if he stays healthy and continues to get better. Who's the most overrated player in the league? Rudy Gobert was the choice. 13.6% chose him out of 81 votes cast. No commentary to report with that. The league's most underrated player, according to the players, Derek White and Jalen Williams. The greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan at 45.9%, but followed very closely by LeBron James at 42.1%. Some of the NBA, I should say, anonymous polling that was done. What about sports sounds? Aaron Boone reacts to being ejected over an umpire mistake yesterday in the Yankees-A's game.
I really didn't even go after Hunter. I was more upset that, on the appeal, and I said, Hunter, you can call it too, and he can respond. I just said, okay. Went down, and it's embarrassing. It really is it's embarrassing.
Yeah, and the NBA was a fan screaming at the umpire, and the umpire thought it was Aaron Boone. Here's a clip as the call came in from the Knicks. 5-point deficit they overcame with under 30 seconds to go to beat the Sixers 102-101.
DiVincenzo finds Brunson. Great defense here from the Sixers. Brunson gets a prayer of a bounce. 2-point game. Maxey hits the deck. Hart takes it from him. Shot clock is off. DiVincenzo, no. Hartenstein with an offensive rebound. Another chance here. DiVincenzo. He's got it. The Knicks have the lead again.
Wow, and here's the final call as the Nuggets' Jamal Murray, the former Kentucky Wildcat, hit a game winner over Anthony Davis, another former Kentucky Wildcat, as the Nuggets completed a 20-point comeback to beat the Lakers last night and take a 2-0 series lead.
Ball game, worst can happen, we go to overtime. Murray makes a move. Pins it. The Nuggets have won!
Oh, Jamal Murray at the buzzer. More sports with the Big Daddy right now.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky men's basketball coach Mark Pope has officially added one more person to his staff. Former G League Ignite coach Jason Hart will be one of the 3 UK assistants that handle recruiting. Hart was a point guard in college at Syracuse who went on to play in the NBA. Hart joins Cody Feger on Pope's first staff for the Wildcats. Former Georgia head coach Mark Fox is expected to come on board later this week. Kentucky baseball remains 7th in this week's Baseball America Top 25. The top 3 are the same. Texas A&M number 1, followed by Arkansas and Tennessee. 7 SEC schools are still in the top 25. Again, UK is 7th, Vanderbilt 9th, Alabama 20th, and South Carolina 22nd. Hometown Radio has high school baseball on the air this evening as Garrett County entertains Danville. First pitch is at 6 o'clock for the Admirals at the Golden Lions on Z105 and streaming at hometownlive.net. High school baseball scores from Monday: Greene County 5, Boyle County 3, East Jessamine 5, West Jessamine 2, and Frankfort Christian 4, Bergen 3. In fast-pitch softball, Danville Christian shut out Berea 10-0 in 5 innings. In Major League Baseball, Philadelphia blanked Cincinnati 7-0 last night for their 7th win in a row. Phillies Ranger Suarez allowed 2 hits over 7 innings, extending his scoreless streak to 25 innings. Former Boyle County kicker Jackson Smith has entered the transfer portal at Kentucky. Smith was with the Wildcats 2 years and has 3 years of eligibility left. And former Danville alum Mike Pittman has been named the interim athletic director at Danville High School. Pittman replaces Tom Brown, who left the same position earlier this month. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Your friends with Bluegrass Biomedical in Danville remind listeners, military involvement should be the last resort of any nation. We are fortunate that when necessary, we have one of the strongest military forces in existence. Not just due to our technology, but due to the men and women who make up our military. They deserve our respect and support. Let's salute them and keep them in our prayers. This from Bluegrass Biomedical in Danville, reminding all of us that our freedom has never been free.
ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Since 1984. ADA. Always on time with our professional team when we show up at your door. ADA. Residential and commercial, day or night. ADAHeatingandAir.com does it right. ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
Brought to you by the Big Deals Online Store, HometownLive.net. Shop and save on all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North. Wait a minute. Shop and save. Shop and save at Big Deals in Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. They both say the same thing, and so I got them confused. I was reading one and went into the other because I was not focusing on what I was doing. I was loading a song up here. You'll understand why in a second. It's brought to you by Big Deals. Sunshine right now, clouds later, 71 a high, 53 is a low. Tomorrow, sunshine, 68. Thursday, sunshine, 68. Right now, it's 8:22 in the morning. Creedence Clearwater Revival, one of the great classic rock groups from their 1968 self-titled debut album through the 60s and 70s. CCR was a rock staple, a rock icon, and you can see one of the great CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival cover bands called Revisiting Creedence. They're at Mount Vernon's Renfro Valley this Friday.
For a decade, they toured the world with Creedence Clearwater Revival Rock and Roll Hall of Famers in Creedence Clearwater Revisited. Featuring Dan McGuinness on lead vocals and Kurt Griffey on lead guitar. Now, Revisiting Creedence continues the musical legacy of CCR. Taking the torch from original CCR members Stu Cook and Doug Cosmo Clifford, Revisiting Creedence earned the heritage and experience to celebrate the music of Creedence Clearwater Revival. Road tested, audience approved. Don't miss Revisiting Creedence.
Revisiting Creedence. They'll be at Renfro Valley this Friday. The 1968 group introduced the world to young John and Tom Fogerty, and they emerged in a place and time where trippy psychedelic rock was kind of the order of the day, and CCR bucked those trends and instead tapped into a rich, traditional seam of American music that connected to blues, country, rockabilly, gospel, folk, and R&B. They're only a band for a 4 to 5 year period, 1968 to 1972, but wow, do they enjoy unparalleled success. They sold 30 million records in the U.S. alone. You want to go see Revisiting Creedence? We can do that for you with 2 tickets to Friday's show at Renfro Valley. Phone lines are open, 238-WHIR for Revisiting Creedence at Renfro Valley. First caller in gets 2 tickets to see them on Friday night at Renfro.
Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over.
Yeah, I got a phone call in here. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Who am I talking to?
It's Larry Shearer.
Larry Shearer. Larry, congratulations. You are a caller number 1. Are you a big CCR fan, Larry?
Sure I am. Kind of raised up with it.
Good stuff. Larry, appreciate you calling in. You just won 2 free tickets to Revisiting Creedence, the CCR cover band. Should be an awesome show Friday night at Renfro Valley. Larry, you hang on the line. We'll get your phone number from you off the air, and we'll let you know how you can get these tickets, okay?
Okay.
All right, Larry, appreciate it. Way to go, Larry Shearer, caller number 1, to go see Revisiting Creedence at Renfro Valley on Friday night.
Days before, sun is cold and rain is hot. I know, been that way for all my time.
Love gets better with B&M Jewelers.
Good
good service is just as important as quality. And at B&L Jewelers, you get both. Competitive prices and exceptional service for every customer. Find the perfect bridal and engagement rings. Or better yet, B&L Jewelers will help you custom design your rings so that you can create something unique to express your love. We carry fine jewelry and watches, including Citizens and Bulova. Or we can special order whatever you need. We also buy gold and silver. And we offer 6-month layaway with no fees. We do all our jewelry repairs in-house. So stop in today for a free jewelry cleaning and diamond inspection on the corner of Houstonville Road and Highway 150 in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Online at bnljewelers.com. Find us on Facebook.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers. Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
Generations of serving our community. Immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more.
Helpful people.
Free local delivery. Mobile app refills right to your door.
Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
Come on, James the Gardener. We'll have James the Gardener on here, giving us some gardening tips here in just a bit. Dusty is going to be on here as well. It's 8:29 in the morning. Phone number is 238-WHIR. Way to go, Larry Shearer, the winner of 2 tickets to see Revisiting Creedence, the Creedence Clearwater Revival cover band. Should be a great show. Real quickly, let's take a look at what's gone on in this date in history. April the 23rd. It was on this date, 1954, a young baseball player by the name of Henry Aaron hit the first home run of his major league career as he led his team, the Milwaukee Braves, to a 7-5 win over the St. Louis Cardinals. We don't have that original clip. That's a long time ago. We do have the one where Hank Aaron tied Babe Ruth's record, 714th home run in Cincinnati. Awesome. And it was on this date in 1985, Coca-Cola announced it was changing the almost century-old secret formula for Coke. Later, public outcry forced the company to resume sales of the original product.
Death and taxes and the picture of George Washington on the dollar bill. Those are among the few constants in a changing world. But now another of those constants may be changing. Coca-Cola is about to announce what it calls the most significant development in its history.
And that's what's gone on this date in history that's made this date a date to remember. Here's news. It's 8:30.
Look out for a missing person in Girard County. 27-year-old Timothy Sterner of Lancaster was last seen April 9th. Officers believe he was involved in a single-vehicle crash that day in Nicholasville, with that vehicle found unoccupied and the items believed to be Sterner's. He was last seen with a dark blue hat, a gray shirt, and jeans. He has several tattoos. If you have any information on his whereabouts, contact the Richmond Post of the Kentucky State Police. A deadly UTV crash in Pike County on Saturday claims 1 life. As Kentucky State Police say, a Polaris RZR went off State Highway 1056 in McCarr and turned over, killing 28-year-old Michael Sincel of Freeburn, who was riding in the vehicle. The driver was Dalton Mounts. A former truck stop near I-75 off of Exit 29 in Laurel County was on fire Monday afternoon. It happened around 3:30 with several crews called in, with about 7 to 8 crews reporting to help smother the intense blaze. One firefighter was injured with non-life-threatening injuries and was flown to UK Medical Center for further treatment. Investigators discovered some homeless people staying inside the abandoned building when the fire broke out. Officials will return later today to search for one unaccounted person. ATF agents will also report to the scene today. Horses continue to make their way to Churchill Downs ahead of the 150th Run for the Roses. Hall of Fame trainer Steve Asmussen has Track Phantom.
Obviously, we're very pleased with this work today, and that's he will have another work next week. Won't be quite as serious as today, not as big of a gallop out, and we just want to keep him happy and healthy. Maybe warm up just a tad so he can work in a few more baths, be a little shinier.
Track Phantom is coming off a 4th place finish at the Louisiana Derby. I'm Lee Mowen.
This
is the Kentucky News Network.
Every turn is a total rush in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Experience the new 2024 Kia Telluride, just $429 down and $429 a month. Or the 2024 Seltos, just $249 down and $249 a month. Or the 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 a month.
Experience the rush with confidence in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
2024 Kia Telluride, $429 per month, 1963 with signing. 2024 Kia Seltos, $249 per month, $1781 with signing. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month, $1737 with signing. 36 months, lease 10,000 miles per year plus tax title license. Position vehicle credit, no security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer options. See dealer details. Offer expired April 30, 2024.
Last place feeling in life is no place to be. Ready for a new way of living? The Isaiah House will put you first. Long-term and short-term residential treatment, outpatient treatment, medication-assisted treatment, transitional living, and job skills training. Isaiah House has the programs to the path of help, hope, and healing. End the hurting. Take the first step toward a happier, healthier you. Call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Ephraim McDowell's kickoff event for the 6-week Get Moving Challenge is this Sunday. Ephraim McDowell Wellness Center is again collaborating with local businesses to challenge residents with their free 6-week Get Moving Challenge. To participate, all you need to do is track your minutes of physical activity and submit them each week of this 6-week challenge. Prizes are drawn weekly and grand prizes at the end. Registration forms are available at the Wellness Center and their website, McDowellWellness.com. The kickoff event is Sunday at Millennium Park. And Bulky Waste Pickup Week continues in Danville and Perryville. This week, Republic Services will pick up bulk waste that's too large to fit in your standard residential container. Accepted items are things like common household goods like furniture, appliances, electronics, and brush. Items not accepted include oversized, hazardous, or other items outside the program guidelines like tires, car parts, pianos, or pool tables. Put the items on the curb on your regular scheduled trash pickup day this week. Perryville's bulk item pickup day is happening today. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Big deals. Hey, thrifty thrill seekers and penny pinching champions. Are you ready to pounce on deals so good they'll make your wallet weep with joy? Strap in and race on over to our Aladdin's Cave of Bargains at hometownlive.net. Just look out for the humongous Big Deals online store logo. Now, plunge headfirst into an ocean of certificates from all sorts of cool businesses. It's like a treasure hunt, but instead of a map, you get insane discounts.
Find these savings. O'Charlie's Restaurant, $40 gift certificates for just $30. Applebee's Restaurant, $10 gift certificates for just $7.50. B&L Jewelers, $50 gift certificate for just $29. And new Lock Ridge Park, one-night tube rental, $139 value for just $100.
So what are you doing still here listening to this? Dash over to hometownlive.net and kick off your mega savings marathon. Your piggy bank isn't just going to get heavier, it's going to need its own personal trainer.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and make it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right then, Jackie Boy, brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye. Call ahead for an appointment, 236-2299. All right, sunshine. A high today, 71. A low tonight, 53. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 68. Thursday, sunshine and 68. Right now, it's 8:37 in the morning, and we are looking at 44 degrees in Danville. And I got a phone call. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show.
Well, Joe, I was going to ask you if you could do a shout-out for me. I'm
interested in finding out when the 1984 class reunion is. I've called the courthouse for Trilly Bottom, and she never did return my phone call.
Okay.
So if any 1984 class reunion people are listening, I'm Amy Longwell, and please call me back at 606-669-5743, please.
And I assume it's Boyle County, 1984, or Danville?
Boyle County.
Yeah, this will be the 40th reunion for your class, then, Amy. Yeah, we got to get the details on this. So, yeah, 40th 1984 high school reunion, and Amy Longwell is looking for information on this. Amy, what's your phone number again?
606-669-5743.
We got you, Amy. Hopefully somebody listening will give you a call, or maybe we can get Judge Bottom to call you back, and maybe she has the information, okay?
Yes, thank you so
Amy.
much.
Bye.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep. All righty, there you go. Yeah, 40th high school reunion for that class of 1984. Wedding planning with Pimmy. What you got for us, Pim?
Hi, I'm Pim Stewart-Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. As you begin the journey of planning your wedding, it will be helpful to find out what kind of bride you're most likely to be. As a little girl, what was your favorite way to play dress up? In a bride costume? Did you borrow your mom's lace camisole or your grandma's lace doilies? Did you take toilet paper and pin it to your hair as a makeshift veil that flowed to the floor? When you fantasized about your perfect wedding, did you imagine your big day being fit for royalty, a lovely family gathering, or barefoot on a beach or on a mountaintop? A romantic and intimate experience? Now that you are a bride-to-be, what would you say is your dream wedding? A big stylish black tie affair? An experience with just your nearest and dearest? A romantic or exotic setting? Or someplace simple, not too frilly and not too much to manage? Now that you can actually get the wedding dress of your dreams, what kind are you most likely to go for? The most stylish? The dress that makes you feel most glamorous or most comfortable? Something that matches the mood? Something unbride-like, perhaps. A nice suit. What do you find yourself obsessing most about? The way the wedding will look or how you'll look to others? My love note for today: begin your wedding research by first looking within yourself for the kind of wedding you want. Then research websites to pull it all together.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
There you go. Stand by me. It's 8:41 in the morning. 238-WHIR, your phone number to call in, 238-9447. A Florida couple was arrested for making a fake winning lottery ticket in hopes of tricking officials into handing over $1 million to them. I got to admit, not a bad idea. I mean, like, it's always a bad idea to break the law, but what I'm saying is I haven't heard of that before. So it can't be a terrible idea. It's not like it's something I've heard of someone trying and not working. So they thought outside the box. I give them an A+ for creativity. Didn't work for him, though.
Ugh, we are so broke.
I wish we'd win the lottery or something.
Now you can. Sort of. Introducing Lotto Lobby, the only arts and crafts store where you can create your own fake winning lottery ticket.
Nice!
Yes, all you need is some paper, a little bit of glue, some markers, and our Lotto Lobby experts will help you forge your very own fake winning lottery ticket in a jiffy.
We went to Lotto Lobby and asked for the $1 million special.
And they made us a lottery ticket that looked super real.
We can't wait to bring it to the lottery headquarters and say, hey, check this out, we won.
As long as they're real dumb, it's the perfect plan.
It sure is. So what are you waiting for? Take control of your life at Lotto Lobby, where the winning lottery numbers are whatever you say. See you soon.
Yeah, the only problem is they ain't real dumb. Let's see what's going on this morning's Grub Gab, the world of food. You can just eat it here, folks. All right, Pepsi is introducing 2 new limited edition flavors for summer, along with a collaboration with Chef Bobby Flay in their Better with Pepsi campaign. The new flavors are Pepsi Lime and Pepsi Peach, available nationwide soon in 12-ounce cans and 20-ounce bottles. They are sweet and refreshing, said to enhance the smoky flavors that are kind of created on a grill. Pepsi and Chef Flay are also teaming up with a Better with Pepsi campaign. Flay's going to demonstrate how flame-cooked foods from barbecue chicken, steak, and burgers go better with Pepsi. Flay will also be featured in an ad campaign beginning on Memorial Day and running throughout the summer. The platform will also be offering other limited edition flavors, giveaways, and rebates on purchased products. Huddle House is celebrating its 60th anniversary with an offer of 60-cent golden waffles through April the 28th. The offer is only valid for dine-in with a purchase of an entree of $6 or more. The 60-cent golden waffle deal is available at participating Huddle House locations nationwide through April the 28th. Outback has brought back its popular steak and lobster deal. $19.99 by popular demand. The deal includes a 6-ounce center cut sirloin, lobster tail, 2 sides for a limited time only. The chain is also introducing new sweet sriracha chicken bites and a new koala punch. Sweet sriracha chicken bites are hand-breaded crispy chicken bites drizzled with sweet sriracha sauce, served with house-made ranch dressing and sweet sriracha sauce. Koala Punch is made with Bacardi Superior Rum, Malibu Pineapple Rum, lemonade, mango, and watermelon flavors, served with a koala on top for decor. The Outback Steak and Lobster Deal available through May 7th at participating Outback locations nationwide for a limited time. Outback Steakhouse bringing back the Steak and Lobster Deal starting at $19.99. Huddle House has 60-cent golden waffles through April 28th, and Pepsi has 2 new limited edition flavors for summer, along with collaborating with Chef Bobby Flay. Better with Pepsi campaign. Grub Gab, the world of food where you can just eat it, folks. All right, 8:45 in the morning, 15 till the top of the hour. We have 9 o'clock in the morning news coming your way in 15 minutes, but we see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. And James the Gardener joins us with gardening tips. Coming up next.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky men's basketball coach Mark Pope has officially added one more person to his staff. Former G League Ignite coach Jason Hart will be one of the 3 UK assistants that handle recruiting. Hart was a point guard in college at Syracuse who went on to play in the NBA. Hart joins Cody Feger on Pope's first staff for the Wildcats. Former Georgia head coach Mark Fox is expected to come on board later this week. Kentucky baseball remains 7th in this week's Baseball America Top 25. Top 3 are the same. Texas A&M number 1, followed by Arkansas and Tennessee. 7 SEC schools are still in the top 25. Again, UK is 7th, Vanderbilt 9th, Alabama 20th, and South Carolina 22nd. Hometown Radio has high school baseball on the air this evening as Garrett County entertains Danville. First pitch is at 6 o'clock for the Admirals at the Golden Lions on Z105 and streaming at hometownlive.net. High school baseball scores from Monday: Greene County 5, Boyle County 3, East Jessamine 5, West Jessamine 2, and Frankfort Christian 4, Bergen 3. In fast pitch softball, Danville Christian shut out Berea 10-0 in 5 innings. In Major League Baseball, Philadelphia blanked Cincinnati 7-0 last night for their 7th win in a row. Phillies Ranger Suarez allowed 2 hits over 7 innings, extending his scoreless streak to 25 innings. Former Boyle County kicker Jackson Smith has entered the transfer portal at Kentucky. Smith was with the Wildcats 2 years and has 3 years of eligibility left. And former Danville alum Mike Pittman has been named the interim athletic director at Danville High School. Pittman replaces Tom Brown, who left the same position earlier this month. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy.
Mom Blakeman's has made the world's best cream pull candy, and we have been making potato candy. We ship all over the world and have it in many retail stores. You are welcome to stop by our shop in Lancaster to sample or purchase any of our 7 flavors of cream pull candy and potato candy. We have a variety of tubs and tins available. Visit our website at momblakeman'scandy.com or call 800-542-4607.
Did you know a typical adult has about 100,000 miles of blood vessels throughout their body? Fortunately, you don't have to go that far to get world-class heart and vascular care. With specialists in diagnosing and treating cardiovascular disease right here in Danville at CHI St. Joseph Health. Whether you're in need of heart attack care or minimally invasive treatments for vascular diseases, you can get the state-of-the-art heart and vascular care you need close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 859-313-2968.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right then, Jackie boy. Brought to you by ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. They provide 24-hour emergency service for residential and commercial customers. ADA Heating and Air. Increasing clouds later on this afternoon. Should be a good day for us, though. 71 is the high, a day that James the Gardener dreams about. Tomorrow, sunshine and 70. Thursday, sunshine and 70. Any complaints this week with the weather, James?
I have no complaints at this point. 70 degrees, and I'm like this, if it rains once or twice a week, that doesn't really hurt anything. It just keeps you from having to water.
There you go.
So that's the great thing about that. But, but once it gets up in the 70s, it's a great time to get outside. I've already seen people, on the way out here that was already cutting grass.
Wow.
A big old...
That's too early in the morning.
Shoot, those guys.
That's too early. It's 40 degrees when they're out cutting grass. It's going to be 70 this afternoon. I get it. People are busy, and maybe you don't have time in the afternoon. I just feel like 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning is too early.
Well, apparently they didn't have no other time scheduled.
They don't care what I say.
So at 7:30 in the morning, they're out there cutting grass. I got to go to work.
Hope their neighbors are okay with it.
I'm sorry, neighbors, but I got to cut it, or otherwise it's going to look like a hayfield.
Yeah.
But
hey, let's get your theme music in here.
Right.
We got to make this segment official, right?
All right.
You can't have an episode of any TV show without playing the theme song first, right? You got to know when the TV show's coming on.
That's right.
Make it official, play the credits and stuff like that. Same thing with James the Gardener.
Let's do it.
Now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty. Growing our food the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
What's going
on, Joe Show?
What's going on in the garden today, James?
Oh, man, a lot of things could be happening in the garden today. I mean, it's going to be, like, as we talked earlier, it's going to be a really nice day. And like I said, if you're putting plants out 40, 50-degree weather, that's a perfect time to do it, because you don't want to be out there when it's 75, 80, 85, and you get full sunshine. You want to try to be out there as early as possible, or, 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, because I'm one of those people, by 12, 1 o'clock, if I'm out there just doing my own thing,
yeah,
I'm usually trying to shut it down by 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to have a heat stroke out there, no 90-degree weather, just trying to make a penny. It ain't worth it. So, yeah, this is the time of year where you have to, be weather-wise, and you have to make sure that you're staying hydrated. You're not doing any more than you have to. You just need to try to, be consistent, at least once or twice a week, try to get something done around the house to try to make it look better. And nobody ever said that you had to do it all at one time.
Yeah.
Because, you may not have the time, you may not have the extra money, or things like that. And I guess because this is the time of the year where people start getting excited, and they just flood, like, say, the Lowe's and all these places that has plants. Don't go out and try to spend up all your money. Do it a little bit at a time, $50 here, $30 there. Just put the pieces together, and take a picture. Once you've done a section, take a picture of it, see if you like it, because 2 weeks later, you may not like it. So, you want to make sure that this is the look that you want, and you don't have to keep up with the Joneses, as they say.
Or the Mathises. And it didn't take much effort to keep up with the Mathises. So that's why our neighbors like us a lot, right? I mean, it didn't take much effort for the old Mathises on the corner.
That's right.
Yeah, don't got to do much. We don't even have a front yard, for crying out loud. Gardening with James, Tuesdays and Thursdays, here on the Joe Show at this time. All right, James, real quick, let's see what's gone on this date in history that's made this day a date to remember, okay?
Let's do it.
In rock and roll, pop, and R&B. Starting off on this date, 1940, where Dale Houston was born. Dale Houston. He, along with his performing partner, a woman named Grace Broussard, formed a group called, or a duo called Dale and Grace.
I'm leaving it all up to you.
And then 2 rock and roll hit singles. The first was the #1 gold record, I'm Leaving It All Up to You, back in 1963. Stompin' Thinkin' Over reached #8 in 1964. The recordings are highly regarded examples of the Louisiana, Texas style known as swamp pop. Houston died in September of 2007. Dale Houston would have been 84 years old today.
You decide what you gonna do. Now do you want my love, or are we through?
It was on this day in rock and roll, pop, R&B music history, 1960. A guy named Steve Clark was born, a guitarist for this group. This is Def Leppard, who made headways with a song called Pour Some Sugar on Me. Also had the 1988 U.S. #1 Love Bites. Clark died in January of 1991 at the age of 30. After a night of heavy alcohol consumption combined with prescription drugs, his life came to an abrupt end at a very young age. Steve Clark, on this day, 1960, guitars with Def Leppard, would have been 64 years old today. And it was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1969. This group at number 1 on the UK charts. The UK charts with this song. The name of the song was Get Back. Rumor goes, the story goes, I guess, rumor has it, Paul McCartney would look at Yoko Ono every time he sang Get Back to Where You Once Belonged. I don't think he was a Yoko fan.
I don't think so.
No. It was actually credited to the Beatles with Billy Preston. It was the Beatles' only single that credited another artist. It was also the first single released in true stereo in the U.S. for the Beatles. On this day, 1969, Get Back was at number 1 in the UK charts. And that's what's gone on this day, April 23rd, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history.
Lee's Famous Recipe of Danville is honored to have served this community since 1972. They're excited to announce they are offering even more $5.99 lunch specials. Choose from Lee's 2-piece breast strip, 2-piece dark chicken, chicken slider, or a barbecue chicken sandwich. All specials come with a side of your choice, along with a regular drink and an apple pie or cookie. Wednesday's Customer Appreciation Day. Come on in and ask for the Wednesday special. 3 pieces of Famous Crispy or strips, 2 sides of your choice, hot Homestyle Buttermilk Biscuit, all $1 off the regular price. Don't feel like cooking tonight? Try one of their family meals. They come in options of 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece selections with your choice of sides. They specialize in catering, so if you need to cater a wedding, office party, funeral, birthday party, or any other special event, call them at 859-236-8777, 236-8777 for a free quote. Let them do all the work for you. They're located at 610 South 4th Street. Drive through or come on in. Lee's Famous Recipe, serving the best chicken in Danville for over 40 years. The Sunrise Children's Services are expanding in Danville, and they invite you to attend their open house job fair this Friday, April 26, 11 to 2. They have around 25 jobs to fill, including therapists, counselors, and floor staff. Stop by and find out more about these positions, offering good salary, matching 401k, paid vacation, paid medical, and vision. There'll be free Big City Pizza and Pepsi products to enjoy during the open house job fair in Danville this Friday, April 26, 11 to 2 at the Sunrise Children's Services, 1151 Perryville Road.
We need mission-minded, caring individuals that want to make a difference.
The Boyle County Health Department HANDS program is a voluntary home visitation program for moms, dads, and families. We provide information on prenatal care, nutrition, safety, and child development. Through HANDS, you will receive support, information, and activities that will help you and your baby navigate early parenthood together. Our goals are to support healthy child growth and development, ensure safe homes, and help parents reach the goals they have for their children and their family. For more information, please call the Boyle County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Every family needs an extra pair of hands.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Testimony resumes this morning in former President Donald Trump's criminal hush money trial in Lower Manhattan. Paul DeCastro with more.
Former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker is expected to take the stand again. Before the trial resumes, Justice Juan Merchan has called a hearing to decide if Trump has violated his gag order that prohibits him from criticizing witnesses, jurors, and others involved in the case. Prosecutors are expected to tell the judge that Trump should be held in contempt. The trial is expected to last 4 to 6 weeks.
President Biden is set to deliver a speech on reproductive freedom today in Tampa, Florida. The stop comes ahead of the 6-week abortion ban that goes into effect in Florida and other swing states like Georgia and South Carolina on May 1st. Tensions remain high as protesters on a growing number of college campuses continue to call attention to the crisis in the Middle East. Scott Galloway is a professor of marketing at New York University's Stern School of Business.
I've absolutely never seen anything like it. It's rattling to Jews across the nation.
Police arrested more than 150 people at NYU yesterday. The Supreme Court will hear arguments in two big cases today. More from Tammy Trujillo.
The first involves a man from El Salvador who was denied a visa to be with his wife, an American citizen, here in the U.S. He eventually learned he was rejected because an official saw his tattoos and suspected he might have a criminal background. He doesn't, but the decision to keep him out is held. The other case involves whether the National Labor Relations Board can order employers to rehire workers it says were fired without just cause. The case comes against the backdrop of Starbucks and a vicious fight against efforts to unionize employees across the country.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Paid with funds to the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
The case of an Arizona rancher accused of killing a migrant on his property is being declared a mistrial. The judge made the decision Monday after over 15 hours of deliberations.
Dear Judge Fink, the jury followed your latest instructions and don't believe we can render a unanimous decision.
George Kelly was charged in the shooting death of a Mexican man who was crossing the U.S.-Mexico border in the Nogales area illegally in 2023. Kelly says he fired the shots as a warning in order to protect his family and property. A Chicago woman has been convicted in the gruesome death of her landlord on the city's north side less than 2 years ago. More from Perry Williams.
Sandra Kalalu was found guilty by a Cook County jury last night of several charges, including first-degree murder and dismembering a body. This family member of the victim, Frances Walker, reacted to the verdict.
The jury did their job. They took a long time. They considered it very carefully. Right. And in the end, they realized that the defendant was the horrible murderer that we know her to be.
Sentencing is set for June 20th.
A new study from gambling website Casino.ca has listed San Diego International Airport as the least wallet-friendly and among the busiest airports in the country. More from John Fink.
The study is based on beer pricing, parking, and hotels. San Diego topped the list as most expensive with an average hotel stay, parking, and 1 pint of beer running $574. Denver International Airport came in at number 2, followed by Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport at number 3. Research used menus from each airport, parking rates listed on websites, and hotel accommodations from Booking.com.
And construction of a high-speed electric rail between Las Vegas and Los Angeles is underway. The route is projected to cut the travel time between the two cities from 3 to 4 hours to little more than 2. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
You have a president that wants these people to vote for him, and hence the president, out of fear, has had to make a choice. This, you talk about a moment of choosing. This has been Joe Biden's moment of truth. And Joe Biden, when the votes were counted and they came in Michigan in the Democratic presidential primary, and over 100,000 Michigan Democratic primary voters voted uncommitted, that was 18.9% of the vote tallied. And basically sending a message to Joe that they don't like any support for Israel. Well, ever since then, Joe Biden has offered at best nothing but tepid support for Israel.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
Hey, everybody, your friend Sean Hannity here with a message that is all about your safety. Now, when it comes to protecting yourself, your loved ones, well, it's not about having a firearm. It's about understanding the continuum of force philosophy. Now, picture this. A situation arises where you or a loved one are threatened. Now, instinct may drive you to reach for a lethal means immediately. Now, what if there was a way to effectively defend yourself, de-escalate a situation without the irreversible consequences of deadly force? Enter Byrna, B-Y-R-N-A. It is the less lethal pistol launcher equipped with tear gas and kinetic ammo to incapacitate attackers for up to 40 minutes. Byrna is legal in all 50 states. No background check is required and can be shipped right to your door. Now, Byrna is proudly American, manufactured in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Just go to Byrna.com/Hannity. Right now, you'll get 10% off. That's BYRNA.com/Hannity.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It's the 23rd day of April and 71 degrees on this Tuesday. Forecast coming your way. So is Dusty, but news is right now. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville police arrested 2 people after a traffic stop resulted in a drug bust. It happened on Sunday around 11:10 in the evening when Danville police pulled a silver Toyota Tundra over on an equipment violation. During that stop, officers had reason to believe the vehicle contained narcotics. The driver, 48-year-old Chris Stewart, and 23-year-old Kieran Little, the passenger, both exited the vehicle, and that's when Little tried to take off on foot. Little was quickly apprehended after officers deployed their taser. The ensuing search of the vehicle turned up suspected heroin, cocaine, and marijuana, as well as $9,000 in cash. When officers tried to arrest Stewart, he became combative and attempted to kick police when they were trying to put him in the vehicle. Both Stewart and Little were hit with multiple charges and were lodged in the Boyle County Jail. A grant will help support mental health and substance abuse assemblies in local middle and high schools. The Ephraim McDowell Healthcare Foundation granted Ephraim's Community Service Department a $40,000 grant to host assemblies in local schools focused on substance abuse and mental health. Those 2 items are ranked as the top 2 health needs in this 6-county region. The mental health program is called Rachel's Challenge and focuses on addressing school violence, bullying, prejudice, and self-harm. Meanwhile, the substance abuse program is called Steered Straight, which takes a unique approach by teaching the realities of drug abuse and challenges students to devise their own prevention strategies. The programs will be made available to the 6-county area and the roughly 5,000 students that attend the area middle and high schools. More jobs are coming to the area, this time in Marion County. It was announced yesterday that EPC Columbia, an industry-leading plastic injection molding company, will be expanding the company's manufacturing operation there in Lebanon. That expansion will be a $3.6 million expansion, creating 21 full-time jobs. The expansion project will see the company add 40,000 square feet to its Marion County location, giving it nearly 300,000 square feet when it's all said and done. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, Harrodsburg, specializing in discount waterproof vinyl flooring. Hardwood, tile, copper, remnant, shop and save, and all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, Harrodsburg, 540 North Collage Street in Harrodsburg. Increasing clouds, a high today, 71. A good day for Dusty to be climbing up in attics. Won't get too hot up there in a 71-degree day, will you?
Well, luckily, I don't have to climb up in attics. I do have to get underneath a radio console.
Yeah, radio desk here. Start hooking up an amp.
And it's pretty warm in here for that, so especially under that desk.
We'll crack a window for you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tomorrow, sunshine, 70. Thursday, sunshine, 70. Friday, chance of rain shower, 72. Loving it.
Why on Fridays? Like, why can't it rain like Wednesday or Thursday?
Saturday, mostly cloudy, 78. A breezy day. Sunday, mostly sunny and 81.
81. I do need to refill my rain barrel, though, because my kids...
They're out of rain.
Well, my kids got into it, and then just kind of...
What are they doing, just like turning the nozzle on and off?
Yeah, well, they were drowning ants around our house, so they would play Floodgate.
They're doing yeoman's work, Dusty. I mean, they're helping out.
Well, I was like, it's just ants, and they are around my house, so let's get them out of here. Yes. I don't want them,
Hey, Pro Sound and Lights, an official sponsor of the Woodlawn Fun Run.
Yeah, did you see the little sign?
What is, I don't even know what the Fun Run is.
I don't either.
Do you know, did they not do it last year? I mean, your kid was there last year, right? Both of them were there last year.
Yes.
You don't remember it?
I do not.
I wonder if you get like a special sponsor VIP seating if they'll like feed you breakfast because you're a sponsor.
No, I think the sign is about what you get.
That's what it is?
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be some social media posts, which I'm kind of curious about.
Okay.
I don't really follow any of them. But no, I just thought, it's a good cause, and so we each have our allotment that we as Pro Sound we could donate to.
Cool.
And so I was like, well, I can sponsor my kids' fun run. Even though I don't think running is fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Like,
are you going to be there? Parents are invited to attend this year's run.
Well, when is it?
It is.
Yeah,
there are different times for different grades.
Okay.
Jack's class is running at like 9:30 Thursday.
This morning? Like Thursday morning? Like coming up?
Today's Tuesday.
Right.
You said this morning.
Well, I mean, like this coming morning.
Yeah, like 2 days from today.
Okay.
Like 48 hours from now, Jack is going to be gearing up to run in his class. Well, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, what? I mean,
I don't know what they're running. I don't know the
why
distance.
Are they running for?
What they're running for.
Running from?
What they're running from. What's the purpose and cause? I don't know. I have no idea. We're just going to show up, and maybe it's not even a run. Maybe they're just calling it that, and it's a dance-off. I don't know what it is.
I thought you were doing the play-by-play.
I don't know if I am anymore.
Like Kentucky Derby style.
And we're off. For the Woodlawn Fun Run. Jack Mathis takes the early lead. Here comes Becca Wesley on the outside. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, see here. Yeah. That's what you need a color commentator for it? I think that'd be fun.
I don't know if I'm doing it anymore or not. I tried to call the person who reached out to me. They called me Friday, and I was calling the Bulls softball game, and I said I couldn't.
You were really supposed to do it.
I was supposed to announce something, but I don't know if I am anymore. Whatever, I'll just go and watch. No, they actually have announcers for this thing.
Oh, wow. There you go.
All right, Dusty, what's going on in music?
Well, we got a lot of fun stuff to choose from, especially if you're going to the Fun Run, and you're going to need a break after that. You can go check out some nice music that is happening this week here in Kentucky. I have to back all the way up. They have you going this crazy thing. The Local Honeys are going to be playing at the S-T-I-T-Z-E-L.
S-T-I-T-Z-E-L,
Stitzel Wheeler Distillery.
Stitzel Weller
Distillery.
That makes sense.
They're going to be playing there April 23rd, which is today. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to be playing tonight there at the distillery if you want to go check them out.
Cool.
You can also go check them out on the 26th. That's Friday. At the Pit House in Slade, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go check out the Local Honeys there. Yeah, there I am.
A special thank you to our 2024 Run Like a Colt Fun Run Gold Level sponsor.
Am I the only gold?
No, you and Papa John's
are
gold.
Me and Papa John's, me and Shaq.
I'm sure there are other golds, too. Yeah, there's others. Papa John's, Danville Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery.
What is that?
That's like they pull your teeth, your wisdom teeth.
Oh, okay.
Pro Sound and Lights, Apex, McAfee, and Campbell's Heating and Air.
McAfee, like
McAfee Landscaping.
Oh, okay. I was like the.
You all are the gold levels.
Yeah.
I wonder if is there a platinum level too?
Yeah, I think there's one step above that.
Wow,
that's probably like Chick-fil-A.
You should have gone platinum.
Nah, I was all right.
Gold's good enough. All right, Dusty, what else you got in music?
Let's see. And then you got Brother Smith. They're going to be playing April 23rd.
That's today.
That's today. Well, they're playing in Shively at the Stetzel Weller Distillery, so they're going to be playing with the local Honeys. So that's a good 1-2 punch. I wish I would have known that.
Where's Shively?
Shively's in Louisville.
Okay.
I think, right? It's like one of those parts of Louisville.
That's right. Yeah,
right.
It's near Louisville. Yeah, or in Louisville. It's like the Churchill Downs area of Louisville, Shively.
Well, there you go. I bet they're playing for some.
And they're off at the Kentucky Derby.
Do they always have to sound like that? This just sounds so
like
old.
a 1920s mobster.
Yeah, see here now. What's it? Brought to you by baking soda, now with asbestos. Right? The doctor recommends you smoke 2 packs a day.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
From
that stuff back.
Marlboro.
Yes, yeah. Makes you healthy. 2 packs a day keeps the doctor away.
J.D. Shelburne is going to be playing at my old Kentucky Home State Park in Bardstown on the 27th. If you want to go check him out. Moonlight Mile, one of my favorite Kentucky bands. They're excellent guys. They're going to be playing Saturday at the Holler Holler Studio in Irvine, Kentucky. Holla Holler.
Okay.
Hula Holler? Holla? Holla?
Holla.
Holla Holler?
Mm-hmm. The Holla Holler.
Holla Holler Studio. Which I don't know. Does that mean you can go watch them? Like, is there just like...
While they're recording in the studio?
Yeah, like what does that mean? Or is this? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask and check that out. And then the one we're gonna preview, he is playing at Rupp Arena, which is crazy because it's like I've seen him at the Burl, and now he's playing Rupp, right? And he is Billy Strings.
Oh yeah,
the excellent Billy Strings. He's a fantastic player. And lyricist. I do like his lyrics, but his playing is phenomenal. He's also surrounded himself with some exceptional players as well, and they just get down. They party. If you're into the bluegrass string kind of bands, this is one for you. This is off his 2021 album. This song is called Hellbender.
Billy Strings in the Kentucky Music Preview Spotlight.
And it has Kentucky in the lyrics.
He's a Kentucky native?
I don't know.
Is he from Kentucky?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll look it up during the song. See where he's from. Billy Strings, here he is. Kentucky Music Preview Spotlight.
In the cold early morning, in the hills of Kentucky, I woke to the sound of the rain. And the girl from last evening lay silently sleeping, though I could not remember her name. My head was pounding, and the sweat poured around me like a faucet that she left on high. With a chip on my shoulder, I'm another day older, and I swear I could break down and cry.
Michigan.
Everyone's made $1, which I didn't gamble or scramble to burn at both ends. I've raced all night long in the hour before dawn on spirits and bitters and blends. What's left of my day might be crimson or gray, but never again black and white. With a chip on my shoulder, I'm another day older, and I swear I could break down and cry.
Billy Strings. So Billy Strings, real name is William Lee Apostol. Apostol. Apostle.
That's pretty wild.
That's a crazy last name.
That is a crazy last
Born
name.
in Lansing, Michigan.
Okay.
His father died of a heroin overdose when he was 2. When Billy Strings was 2. So his mom remarried. They moved to Moorhead.
Kentucky,
lived there for a little bit, then moved back to Michigan.
Gotcha.
So he does have Kentucky roots.
He does have Kentucky roots, then.
Yes. Billy stopped using hard drugs and became what he called California sober.
Yeah.
That's only using like marijuana products.
Yes.
And like light drugs.
He has a song with Willie Nelson called
California Sober.
Yeah.
So Billy Strings, when's he at Rupp?
He is at Rupp this Friday. Go check him out. He's an excellent player. He's going to be playing April 26th there at Rupp Arena. I think tickets are somewhat available, but don't go to Vivid Seats to do it.
Don't do it on Vivid Seats.
Go somewhere else. Yeah.
There you go.
It's going to be an excellent show. If I wasn't, so I have to run my own show. I am doing Cassidy Elementary's rendition of The Lion King.
Gnarly.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Where's
Cassidy Elementary?
It's off Tates Creek Road.
Okay, Lexington.
Yeah, Lexington. They have some talent there. They're doing a great job. We had our first tech rehearsal last night, and of course, normal tech stuff it takes a little bit longer, and you have to get the kids mic'd up, and they're all excited, and they're like hear themselves for the first time, and they're all like, they're all giggling and stuff. And so what I have to, yeah, they do the song. One of them that they have to realize that it's like I'm not a machine, right? And so the kids will move on and off stage. It's not a very big stage, and so you got like Timon and Pumbaa will come on and off, and for the different scenes and whatnot. But whenever they go off stage, I have like a few seconds to turn them down before they just start chatting it up.
Oh, yeah, talking.
Yeah, like last night, they were like, one of them got off and he was like, "Did you hear it? I finally got that line!" Like he just belting it out, and everybody was cracking up. But it's pretty good. They do some funny things on there. Yeah.
So when's the show?
Let's see. I got a show Thursday night for parents, Friday for school. I think Friday night maybe.
So Friday night for the public. Cassidy Elementary. Go wear your Dusty Wesley shirts.
Yeah.
Go Dusty! Cheer for the sound guy.
Yeah, you can. I'll be in the middle of the gym floor near the free throw line.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gonna sink these free throws.
Yeah.
Watch them.
But no, it's going to be a fun time. That's what I got to do. Lucas's birthday was yesterday.
Cool. Happy birthday, Lucas.
Yeah.
What is he, about 8 or 9 now?
He's 9.
Wow.
9.
9 years old.
Right, isn't that wild?
What did he get? Nintendo Switch game?
He did. He got one called Grounded.
Okay.
And, so it's pretty neat. I ended up getting it as well so we could play together.
Okay.
And you're so it's like, you remember Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Mm-hmm.
You know how they're in the backyard?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Oh, is this the one where you're like, you're with a bunch of bugs?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're scared of, like, there's arachnophobia warning on it. Like,
Yes.
if you're scared of spiders.
I played it when it was like in beta mode. I forgot it was, I didn't know it was called Grounded. I thought it was called something else.
It's Grounded, Fully Yoked.
Okay, so how is it? Yeah, like you play together and you're trying to escape the backyard, and you can like.
You can escape, but it's like a sandbox style, which means that you can roam around. Right? But you can also like collect things.
Yes, it's a collecting game. Yeah, and you build stuff, right?
Exactly. Like you have to collect plant fibers to build a rope.
Yes,
and then you have to collect a pebble, and then you can combine the rope and pebble to make like a stone axe. And then, like, you could chop down grass to make a hut.
Yep.
And like a lean-to like shelter yourself at night. Then you have to make like a torch in order to explore some areas, and it's a lot of fun. We're having a good time on it because we can play together, so it's like we can share resources,
team building, dad and son bonding.
It's
as Beckham sits in the corner and cries.
No, we got Beckham the game as well. He's playing.
It's not even his birthday.
Yeah, but you gotta.
I guess if you're going to play a game together, you can't just do it with one son.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. But I mean, it's rated teen because there is like the spiders do scare you.
Oh, the bugs like attack you and stuff, and you have to fight the bugs off.
Yeah, they come at you, especially the spiders. So you can't wander near them. The ants are pretty cool. They only attack you if you attack it. And like, it was funny because there's like a weevil, right? And so like I'm hungry. Because you have to keep up with your thirst and hunger.
Yes, you can't get too cold and too hot, right? At the same time. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if there's temperatures
on
it yet. No,
I play again. It was.
I think the beta version.
This was like 2 years ago when I played it. Again, it was the beta version. It was on Xbox. It was free on Game Pass.
Okay.
So like I downloaded the beta version.
It is Xbox games.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I don't think you have to get too hot or too cold yet. I don't know. We haven't made it that far. We only started playing together.
So what's the purpose of the game?
You have to escape the backyard.
Okay, so that's what you do. You escape the backyard.
Yeah, and like
and then what do you do after that? Do you ever get big again? Are you always in Honey, I Shrunk the Kid size?
I don't know. Like you have to. So while you're escaping the backyard, you also discover why you're there, like how you got there, because you don't know. Like it opens up with you like in a case.
Okay.
That like parachuted in, and you're like, what happened? And then like so you and your friends, if they're playing along too, they all get out and you do
start exploring the backyard.
Exactly. You just start roaming around. Like it's pretty neat. He also got a mountain bike.
Oh, he's ready to rock.
And like, okay, so apparently there's this new mountain bike that I didn't know about, and that's until I got it for him. But they're called Fat Tires.
Fat Tires. That's the name of a beer too.
I know.
Fat Tire, right?
Yeah, from Fat Tire.
So do they have like bigger tires on them or
something? Oh yeah, they're huge. Yeah,
is that what you got them?
Yeah, you should look it up.
I'll Google it
because it's they're pretty cool looking bikes, and because he was always complaining because it's like we live out. You know, we have like a gravel road.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right, and so we live out like we have a gravel road. There's a bunch of land, and it's just like you can't.
It's hard to wheel the bike on it.
Yeah, but this thing can traverse anything.
I wonder if it can go on sand. You think so?
I don't know. I know he rode it through a bunch of dirt yesterday. I know, because I planted a bunch of stuff over the weekend. So I planted a plum and pear tree.
Okay.
And then I also planted a mulberry, raspberry, blueberry, and blackberry bush.
Oh, wow. You're going to have just a cornucopia of berries.
Yeah, but it takes like a year or two for stuff to get going.
All right.
But
get back at us in 2026.
Yeah, and I can bring
Bring in some berries.
I'll
we'll
bring
do a
in my own
live
fruit salad.
Wesley taste test of Dusty's fruits.
Dusty's berries.
Dusty's berries taste test. Doesn't that sound appetizing? 9:26 in the morning. Dusty, appreciate you being on.
No problem, Joe.
We got a quick commercial break coming up. And Ann Yeager, Stiff Funeral Homes, coming up next Tuesdays with Stiff after this.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Every turn is a total rush in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Experience the new 2024 Kia Telluride, just $429 down and $429 a month. Or the 2024 Seltos, just $249 down and $249 a month. Or the 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 a month.
Experience the rush with confidence in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
2024 Kia Telluride, $429 per month, $1963 with signing. 2024 Kia Seltos, $249 per month, $1781 with signing. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month, $1737 with signing. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year plus tax, title, license, doc, acquisition fees, approved credit, no security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer rate options. See dealer details. Offer expired April 30, 2024.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
The Department for Aging and Independent Living within the Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services wants to promote the Aging Disability Resource Center, a statewide toll-free phone line that provides older adults, individuals with physical disabilities, caregivers, and professionals with information to promote independent living. Call to learn about home-delivered meals, in-home services, respite care, caregiver support, and Medicaid waiver programs to help those age 60 and over. Call 877-925-0037. Kentucky, forward together. Paid for by the Department for Aging and Independent Living, the KBA, and the station.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Fitzgerald-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
All right, 9:30 in the morning. Dusty has come in with a box in his hand, a bunch of tools. He's got his drill. He's going to be installing an amp while I'm on the radio. So we'll see how this goes. Tuesdays with Stiff is coming up here next. Ann Yeager are going to be in studio with us. It's 9:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Two separate federal cases in Kentucky, both ending with guilty pleas.
In Louisville, the U.S. Attorney's Office says former pediatrician Stephanie Russell now faces up to 15 years in prison after she admitted to lesser charges for trying to hire a hitman for $7,000 to kill her ex-husband in 2022. That hitman she contacted turned out to be a federal agent. Meantime, former Anderson County High School band director Patrick Brady is taking a plea deal after being accused of having sexual conversations conversations with an underage student, possession of child pornography, and more. He faces up to 30 years in federal prison and still has to be tried on state charges. I'm Matt Reese.
Multiple fire crews spent the night working a fire reported Monday afternoon in Laurel County. WYMT reports the blaze was at a large commercial building known as the Old 76 Building by I-75 on exit 29. One firefighter was airlifted for a non-critical injury. 8 fire departments in total responded to the blaze and found homeless living inside the building. Officials will conduct a search today for one person that's still unaccounted for. ATF is also set to be on scene. A new rental property registry is going into effect that will help gauge affordable housing. Mayor Craig Greenberg of Louisville announcing the new registry Monday, which will include random inspections of units by codes and regulations. Those inspections will allow renters to voice concerns not addressed by landlords to help resolve problems before they may escalate. Owners currently registered for long-term rentals will have to re-register by June 1st in the new system. An affidavit will also be required, stating that properties are in compliance. Lexington police are seeking a suspect to rob 2 people leaving a restaurant Sunday night. WKYT reports the 2 people were leaving Waffle House on Walden Drive when they were approached by an armed suspect. No injuries were reported. Anyone with information is asked to call Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. I'm Taryn Johnson.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
If you want to make the most of your vacation, there's no better place than the Bluegrass State. Kentucky's 44 state parks offer abundant places to play and diverse accommodations to stay. Take a hike, float your boat, or bike the trails. Pitch a tent under the stars or settle into a lakefront lodge. Tee up for 18 holes. Then enjoy a signature meal. Plan your trip at parks.ky.gov.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Since 1984. ADA. Always on time with our professional team when we show up at your door. ADA. Residential and commercial, day or night. ADAHeatingandAir.com does it right. ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Radio Rick.
Guess what? It's time for Lee's famous recipe, lunch in the office again. Get up to 20 two-piece chicken dinners and tea. That's over $160 value. Absolutely free.
How does someone get these 20 two-piece chicken dinners, Rick?
They email us at radio@hometownlive.net or mail it 2063 Shakertown Road, Danville 40422. Why they deserve free lunch in the office. We'll draw the winner on Wednesday. We deliver on Thursday.
Every turn is a total rush in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Experience the new 2024 Kia Telluride, just $429 down and $429 a month. Or the 2024 Seltos, just $249 down and $249 a month. Or the 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 a month.
Experience the rush with confidence in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
2024 Kia Telluride, $429 per month, 1963 with signing. 2024 Kia Seltos, $249 a month, $1781 with signing. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 a month, $1737 with signing. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year plus tax, license, non-tax. This should be approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include zero rate options. See dealer details. Offer expires April 30, 2024.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Hey, Boyle Countyans! It's time we talk about Boyle County's scenic beauty. So, for the love of our gorgeous county, when heading on over to the convenience centers, please cover your loads as if you're sneaking cookies out of the kitchen. We don't want any trash making a great escape attempt on the way, right? So, let's keep Boyle County from turning into Boyle County landfill. Thank you.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Right then, Jackie Boy, brought to you by our friends over at O'Charlie's, where Free Pie Wednesday is back tomorrow. You get a free slice of pie with each adult meal entree. Also, remember, every day your meal comes with O'Charlie's awesome, warm, buttery rolls. So roll into O'Charlie's on the Danville Bypass. Increasing clouds, a high today 71. A low tonight 53. Tomorrow, sunshine and 68. Thursday, sunshine 68. Right now, it's 9:35 in the morning, and it is a Tuesdays with Steph.
The following is a paid program.
Yes, it is. Thank you for that, Jim. And we welcome onto the show via telephone. It's Ann Yeager. Good morning.
You know that when you picked up the phone, it was saying the Boyle County. What was the ad for the Boyle County Solid Waste?
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
There's no hello. It was just Boyle County Solid Waste. And I was like, I know I called Hometown Waste.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. What, did I call the dump? What's going on here? Yeah, well, appreciate you being on, Ann Yeager. My mom's first cousin died last week. He was, I don't know, you may have seen the news stories. He was a police officer in Winchester. Was the former police chief, a sergeant. Yeah, Marty Jackson, my mom's first cousin. And so they went to his funeral on Saturday. And went over and ate at my parents' house on Sunday, and Dad was talking about the funeral. He said they had it was like a 6-mile drive to the cemetery, and he said the entire road was basically lined with people holding up signs, cops pulled over on the side of the road, American flags hung up from fire trucks, the bucket trucks, and things like that. And he said it was one of the nicest and most packed and busy and just great services that he's been to. That happened in Winchester on Saturday. And we know that that's something, when you have a police officer who dies in the line of duty, they were calling that a line of duty incident that happened with Marty Jackson, or you have a military member who dies. People, they want to be involved. They want to come out and show their support for funerals like that, don't they?
They do. And even some of our retired members, for those not all, I was talking about it the other day, one of the biggest funerals that I've ever done was for Canine Nikki.
Yes, yeah.
And that kind of happened by accident. The sheriff's department didn't plan on doing a funeral, but they'd had such an outpouring of support when there was a car wreck that happened, and it ended up Canine Nikki died as a result of that car wreck.
Yeah.
And they ended up with just such an outpouring of love and support for their department that they decided they needed to do something. And even the sheriff's department then, when they decided that they were going to do a little memorial service for Canine Nikki, they did not expect the droves of people that came, and the other handlers and canine units that came from all over the state to show their support for Canine Nikki. It was really neat. We had something like 30 units of different emergency service personnel who, in the procession, when they left, it was held at Southland Christian Church, and when they left Southland, I think it was 30-something that I counted as I sent that procession out of the parking lot.
So the reason that I bring that up is, there are some of those funeral traditions that people may think are quote-unquote outdated, but they're not, right? And so some of those are like pulling over for processions, or you'll see sometimes if it is a military funeral, a military procession, you'll see people get out of their car that are the military members and salute, right, as the car is going by. Some of those things that even though some people may think I don't have to pull over, this is outdated. We've talked about this before. It's been a while since we've talked about it, but you say if you see a funeral procession, you need to pull over for it.
Just pull over, because respect is never outdated.
Yes.
Respect, and showing that 2 minutes or 5 minutes of respect to a family, that you acknowledge that they are going through something and that life mattered, means the world to the families that we serve. It's just, when they see that, and we've had everything from people get out of their cars to salute, people pulling over who are mowing their lawns, gentlemen taking their hats off. It's just, those are the things that families, when we get out of the cars at the cemetery, those are the things that families talk about. They also talk about the cars that passed us. They see those too. But that small sign of respect just means everything to them.
Yes. Yeah, with Ann Yeager from Stiff Funeral Home. Ann Yeager, what do y'all got going on? You got any lunch and learns coming up?
We do tonight. We have it 5:30 at the Hampton Inn. So if we'll take a last minute. We have a couple of spots left.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to come out tonight, call here at the funeral home, 236-2113, and we will get you signed up for tonight's Dine and Learn at the Hampton Inn at 5:30, and we're in the McDowell room there.
Yeah, Dine and Learn.
I'm going to explain. Yeah, and Sweets by Cindy is sponsoring it, and food is always good. And wonderful, in fact. And I'm going to be talking about all the differences in insurance and pre-planning and how to save money and answer all the questions. Well, I never know kind of what direction we're going to go in. Mm-hmm. It really depends on what questions people have.
The
questions are good.
This radio show gets you kind of geared up for that. You never know what direction we're going to go in here, so it gets you warmed up for tonight.
Sometimes I come in with a plan, and sometimes I don't. And sometimes, but I do think, well, you and I could talk about a million different things.
Yeah.
We always have topics to talk about. That's never a problem for us. But I could talk about funerals all day. You name it, I could talk about. But I love being a funeral director. I love working with my families. And I get that question all the time. We're at Earth Day Saturday. And it's very interesting to see people's reaction to seeing the funeral home at the Earth Day Festival. Because I had one lady, she just walked in. She was like, okay, I got to know, how's the funeral home sustainable? And I was like, well, you have to remember there are lots of different avenues to this. One of the big ones is that cemeteries are some of our last protected green space, especially in urban areas, not necessarily here in Danville, but in other areas. So it's always interesting to hear what the questions that people have.
Yeah. So Earth Day was yesterday. The celebration for Boyle County was Saturday. Now, we know last year, Snake Man was around you. You said you ain't going to be around Snake Man this year. So
I never even saw the snakes this year. I don't know that they were there this year.
So how did it go?
I didn't really have time to walk around to all the... That's the only problem is that when I'm there, I don't really have time. Now, my daughter was there, and it was her birthday, so she hit every booth twice. She
deservedly so.
She was there all day.
So
yes, it was a birthday. So.
What kind of things did you all do? How was the turnout for Earth Day, and what kind of questions were asked of you all? I know you said people were asking how sustainable you all were, but what happened there Saturday?
So it was a great turnout. We had a lot of people who were really interested and had really great questions. It seemed like there were way more conversations happening this year than in the past.
Right.
So we talked a lot about people are still surprised at the basket casket. That people don't realize that they're allowed to be buried here. So there are about 6 of my basket caskets buried in Bellevue, and probably another 4 to 6 buried in Central Kentucky. So it's that I love people's reactions to it. People love it or hate it. And then I also had a shroud with me this year. And a shroud is a burial cloth, and this one is made specifically to go straight into the ground. You wouldn't have to put it in a casket or anything else. It has lowering straps on it. It has a piece of wood down the back. So it's stable. It's actually beautiful. It's made of muslin cotton, and those were the things that I had with me, along with ways to upcycle and use your loved one's possessions, because after having to clean out 2 grandmothers' houses, the one I moved into, I'm a big fan of it's taken me years to go through all the closets and clean everything out, and really, and there were just a lot of things that I held on to because I didn't know what to do with them. And I finally realized that if it was sitting in a closet or in a box, it wasn't doing me any good. Mm-hmm. And so if I can't enjoy it, then I don't want to keep it.
Yes. We actually, Ben Grant was on yesterday, and we talked kind of about that same thing, about how he's cleaned, I think it was Ben, we cleaned out stuff, and he said, if I've got it in a box, and it's been in a box for like 4 or 5 years, then we obviously don't need it, so let's give it away, or let's try to get rid of it to someone who needs it.
Right. Or who wants it, or who will enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so I had lots of examples. I had a couple of examples. There's an artist out of Versailles who uses, and there are others, I'm sure, around here in Danville that I just haven't met yet, that use fabric, and she makes rosettes and crosses out of fabric, people's clothes. And then we have a couple of people around here who make quilts and teddy bears and pillows and things out of people's clothes. And another lady here in town who uses paper, people's handwriting, like letters and recipes and that kind of thing, to make beads, and she makes jewelry out of those. So I had those examples with me also, showing people different ways to upcycle and to use their loved ones' things versus just storing them in boxes.
Yeah.
So it was a great day, and those were. Yeah. But that was that. I had lots of questions about the basket casket.
Yeah, I bet.
If we've ever really used it, if the handles really work. I have the viewing top on it right now. So how does that work? There's a full size top that goes on it. There's also a viewing top that we have, so that we can have visitation with it. So it's just very interesting, all the questions that come with it.
Ann Yeager with Stith Funeral Home. That was Saturday, Earth Day, and appreciate the great work that Stith did in answering the questions and the great questions that were asked there on Saturday at Earth Day. Have any questions for Ann Yeager? The Dine and Learn is tonight. There are a couple of spots left on this. 236-2113. Space is limited, so don't horse around and miss your chance to come to this. When's the last time you heard that phrase?
Derby jokes already in,
horsing around. Don't dilly-dally around, says Dusty. Dusty's in the studio right now fixing an amp that we have that's busted. So if you hear a drill going off in the background, that's Dusty. He's hanging an amp on a mount rack right now.
All the days that I'm not there to harass you both at the same time.
Yeah. Ann Yeager with Stith Funeral Home. Got a couple of good questions for you on our Ask a Funeral Director segment, Ask AY. So we'll step aside. We'll come back, and a couple of good questions coming your way, okay, Ann Yeager?
Sounds good.
All right, what's coming up next? It's 9:46 in the morning. Tuesdays with Steph on the Joe Show, where we ask Ann Yeager questions. People want to know what it's like to be a funeral director, what questions they have. We'll ask some of them coming up next.
Big deals.
Hey, thrifty thrill seekers and penny pinching champions. Are you ready to pounce on deals so good they'll make your wallet weep with joy? Strap in and race on over to our Aladdin's Cave of Bargains at hometownlive.net. Just look out for the humongous Big Deals online store logo. Now, plunge headfirst into an ocean of certificates from all sorts of cool businesses. It's like a treasure hunt, but instead of a map, you get insane discounts.
Find these savings. O'Charlie's Restaurant, $40 gift certificates for just $30. Applebee's Restaurant, $10 gift certificates for just $7.50. B&L Jewelers, $50 gift certificate for just $29. And new Lock Ridge Park, one-night tube rental, $139 value for just $100.
So what are you doing still here listening to this? Dash over to hometownlive.net and kick off your mega savings marathon. Your piggy bank isn't just going to get heavier, it's going to need its own personal trainer.
Danville's Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. During Ram Truck Month, lease a new 24 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 for only $199 per month for 39 months. $11,743 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 7,500 miles per year. Stock C24235. Bob Allen, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at boballenmotormall.com.
Now available at Farmers National Bank, free checking and a free gift. Simply open a new Farmers National Bank personal or business checking account and receive a free gift. Minimum required deposit is only $50. We make the process fast and easy. Call 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our 12 convenient locations. Farmers National Bank, with locations in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Perryville, Stanford, Liberty, and Middleburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
The amp has been installed. Another quality job by Pro Sound and Lights and Dusty Wesley. Again, did you think it wasn't going to be anything other than a quality job? I mean, they're not amateur sound and lights. They're professionals here. They get paid for this. It's 9:49 in the morning. Ann Yeager is on the telephone. And we have some Ask AY questions coming straight to you from Reddit.
Okay.
And here we go. I can't seem to figure out how to get in touch with the people who run the rural cemeteries several states away from me. I have bunches of family there. Maybe I own the land they're buried in now, ? The paperwork seems to show it was the property of my great-great-grandmother, and my father had it in his papers and gave it to me when my mother died. She spent $50 on what's called perpetual care of the land. I don't think I could get my lawn mowed once for that price today. Is there some way to figure out this without bothering anyone? This person basically says, I have a cemetery deed. What do I do with it?
Call the local funeral home and find out who runs that cemetery.
Okay.
So all the cemeteries, as they've been passed down, depending on how they were run, because you have municipal cemeteries, which is what we have here in Danville. So Bellevue and Hilldale are municipal cemeteries, meaning they're run by the city.
Mm-hmm.
And years ago, their perpetual care fund was put into the city fund, so the city will forever maintain those two cemeteries.
Okay.
And then we have private cemeteries or for-profit cemeteries, which is what Danville Memorial Gardens is. It's owned by a corporation, so they have a corporate headquarters. And then we have church cemeteries, and we have private family cemeteries. And as these cemeteries, some of them were really good thoughts. Some of the churches have died off. That we have all different kinds of situations around the county. We have some small family cemeteries, like there's one up on a knob. There's actually two that I can think of up on knobs where there used to be churches, but the churches are no longer, but the cemetery is still there. So finding who's in, and usually if there isn't someone specifically in charge of those cemeteries, then it's someone who's taken it over. So it's always a little interesting trying to kind of figure this out, and usually those things have just been passed down from generation to generation, as that they have loved ones buried in that cemetery, so they've taken it upon themselves to make sure that the cemeteries are maintained, especially the smaller, older, out in the county cemeteries.
There you go.
So yes, that's one of the things I have to do periodically is track. In fact, I'm trying to track down a cemetery that a church used to be there. The church is no longer there. The cemetery is still there.
Mm.
I'm trying to track down
who operates
would
that.
Technically be in charge of that cemetery right now. Yeah, because there's not an operator, there's not a manager or anything like that. Because it's out in the county, it's a small cemetery. So,
all right. So there you go.
Always interesting.
Here's another question for you. This is interesting right here. So you got to tell us about this. This person says, hi. So recently my mother passed away. I got a headstone for her the design agreed, which I have kept. So they have the designs that they agreed on. With full details on the front, name on the back, headstone was placed a few weeks ago. The problem is on the back of the headstone. It says under my mom's name in the same sized font and the same gold lettering, the memorial company's name. The graveyard is set up so the back is what you see when you go to the grave. I appreciate a hallmark may be added, but to have it on the same font of the memorial writing and on the headstone itself with the same font and gold lettering and not the base seems a bit crass, especially when we'd agreed on the design. My brother messaged them that he was unhappy. He got a response saying it's normal that headstones have markings in case there's an issue, but looking at the graveyard, no one else has it as overt as on my mom's. My question is this standard practice like the stonemason said? And if it isn't, what are my next steps? I paid the entire amount in advance. What's your answer to that, Ann Yeager?
So it is normal for the stone company to have their name or logo or emblem on the stone, but it is usually on the base or on the bottom corner on the back of the stone.
Okay.
On the front and back. But usually it's only about an inch by 2 inches. It's small and discreet, but that way you do know who made the stone, because years from now that may be something that you need to know or want to know.
Yeah.
But to have I'm going to have to agree with this person that to have it the same size and font is as the name is not appropriate.
Yeah.
Because the stone is not about the stone company; it's about the person.
Yeah. So it'd be like let's say the person's last name is Johnson. It'd say Johnson on the back, and underneath it'd say like I guess in the way this lady's describing it'd say
Glass Rock Monument Company.
Yes, Smith's Monument Company or something in the same font and same lettering and same size right underneath the last name.
No, I think that would be inappropriate, and I would. Unfortunately, there's probably not a lot of recourse other than legal action to show that wasn't, if they have the original drawings and that wasn't part of the original drawing and wasn't listed anywhere, I would say a letter from an attorney will get more done than anything on that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why a stone company would even, none of our stone companies around here would ever do something like that. They all put them usually on the back or in the corner.
Yeah. And plus, I feel like the small town feel here too. Like if they did it, you all know each other so well, you'd probably say, "What are you all doing? Why did you do that?" Right? Like,
I don't think but I don't even think any of our people around here would do it in the beginning.
They wouldn't even try it.
I don't think that would happen here.
Yeah.
Like I don't think any of our stone people, like nobody would do it. I don't feel like that would ever happen here unless there was a new company or something that was trying to get their name out there.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. It's such a specialized cutting stone. It's an art form. There are, and you can. There's so many different options. So many. I'm kind of baffled that they would do that. I can't imagine putting on the stones that I've helped design. I can't imagine putting my name.
Hey, real quickly, last question for you. Real quick, about 2 minutes to answer this one. My husband died in February, this person says. We had a private viewing in which we were able to touch his face while saying goodbye. The makeup used stayed on my hands and the smell for a while. It was a comforting moment, and I'd like to find that makeup just to have the smell to be able to remember. Grief is hard and weird. I'm grasping for anything to have moments of peace. I'm wondering if there's a possibility that they may have used commercially available makeup and if it would be inappropriate to ask the funeral home what they used a month after the funeral. Answer that one for you, Ann Yeager. How would you answer that?
I use a lot of Mary Kay. Yes, I wouldn't have any problem with a family asking what type of makeup we use. I don't use a whole lot of makeup, and it might have just been the moisturizer that we use. And so I wouldn't have any problem. I'd even let the lady smell her different makeups and see if it would help her to figure out which one it was. Because that's the other thing. I don't use the same makeup on everyone, and they all smell just a little bit different. I mean, like I said, I use a lot of Mary Kay. So
I would assume, would they bring you the makeup maybe the lady used or whatever? Like, let's say it's a lady who died, but hey, this is the makeup she used, so use this.
I ask. So when I have a lady who's died, I ask for her own makeup or lipstick or any of those things. If it's someone who wore a lot of makeup, if it's someone who wore makeup, if someone who wore a whole face of makeup, then I definitely want her makeup. But if it's someone who barely wore any, but I always ask for things like lipstick and that kind of thing.
Ann Yeager with Stiff Funeral Home. 236-2113. Again, Dine and Learn is tonight. A couple of spots left for this. It starts at 5:30. It's at Hampton Inn, right?
Yes. Give us a call at 236-2113, and we'll get you a seat.
There it is. Ann Yeager, appreciate you being on. You have a good, fun, and a safe Tuesday. We'll talk to you next week, okay?
All right. Take care. Love you, Joe.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Bye. That's Ann Yeager with Stiff Funeral Home, 236-2113. There's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Tuesday morning, and I hope when the start to your work day just a little bit more bearable. I'm Joe Mathis signing off. Back with you again tomorrow morning, dark and early, on Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices. That's the Joe Show on AM 1230 and the brand new 103.9 FM WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Until then, God bless. Have a great, fun, and safe Tuesday afternoon as Curtis McPeak's Home Sweet Home leads us home sweet home. Kentucky Sports Radio is coming up next. High school baseball tonight. Danville's at Garrett County. 6 o'clock first pitch on Z105.